Yo guys, how y'all doing? So today we're gonna be talking about why y'all are all wrong about Zenless Zone Zero. I know. Hold on. I'm gonna explain myself. And this video is gonna be why I think Zenless Zone Zero will succeed. If they try focusing on the casual or the sweaty audience, the game will succeed anyway. So without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? It's actually pretty simple. I have some points here noted on my notepad and we're gonna discuss about them, okay? So, firstly, let's just get the obvious ones out of the way, right? So, Hoyo, their community is just gonna brute force this game into being successful. I think we all know that. They already have a huge enough of an audience. They already have like four huge games, right? Honkai Impact Third, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and I think they have another one that I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's only three. But whatever. They already have hugely successful games. They have the gacha space basically on their grip, on the palm of their hands, except for Kuro that's managing to finally eat some of the piece of the pie, right? So their community itself is already going to make the game succeed. If you have above temperature room IQ, you know what I'm talking about. They just have that big enough of an audience that is going to make the game stay alive for a couple of years, probably at least 2 to 3 years, just by their original community in itself. Okay, because they're just fucking addicted to everything they put out, and they are like savage consumers. So they will keep eating everything that Hoyo puts out. So it's simple as that. Okay. So the second point is the game has enough of a flashiness, cool visuals, and character variety. Yes, I know that some people say the characters suck or their design isn't varied enough. I disagree. I think the characters are great. It's just because you're not in your usual fantasy setting, fantasy world that most of the gachas put themselves into. So you gotta understand in a urban visual, in an urban world, they are limited through kind of reality clothing. Not really, but kinda, if you guys understand what I mean. They simply can't wear a dumbass cape if you're talking about real life, day to day, slice of life clothing, right? It's pretty simple. So you gotta understand that the character variety is constrained by the concept of urban style, of graffiti, of streetwear, and all of that. That being said, I personally love that design, love that aesthetic, and I'm super excited for it because although I love fantasy and I know everyone do is the most easiest genre to pick to design, I'm kind of full of it. So I'm happy that we're seeing some variety here, that we're seeing some streetwear, something fresh, right? And exactly because of that freshness, that different vibe, that in itself is enough to bring new people towards it, right? Because the design is unique enough, it's different enough to make people feel like, okay, I'm tired of being the hero chosen of the world that is going to protect everyone and kill the bad guy. I just want to be a stylish person on a futuristic world and have some friends and live my day to day and solve some missions and kill some mobs, and that's it. And that's fine, to be honest. Not everyone wants to be the hero of the universe, okay? But yeah, the game is kind of basically Honkai Impact 4th, if we're being honest. But well, we can talk about that in another video, right? So another huge point for me, and that's a point that I myself experienced it a lot, and I know most of the gacha fan base and the gacha genre can't have that perspective because y'all played the game, the gacha genre, the gacha space since Genshin or even before Genshin, and I'm a newer player because I only played Genshin for like 10 hours, 8 hours, and I gave up. I don't play HSR, I just watch HSR. I watch like an anime, I watch streamers playing through the story like I'm watching an anime with a streamer. So I don't play the game either. Before you all call me Hoyo Shields or Hoyo Cock, I don't play Hoyo games. The first gacha that I truly started playing and liking, grinding, and logging in every day was Wuthering Waves. And because of that, in my humble opinion, that's my POV, I think that Wuthering Waves created a new player base for gacha. Why? Simply because before, most of the people were playing gachas because of the story, because of the cute waifus, because of the collector mindset, and And I think that Wuthering Waves, sure, Wuthering Waves tries to appeal to that, to the story and to the waifu collectors. They do an okay job appealing to the waifu collectors. They don't really do an amazing job on the story, but they're trying and they're getting better. 1.1 was better, so props to them, to be honest. So, because of that, I think that a huge chunk of that player base is going to gravitate to ZZZ to get more of the daily fix, more of the daily combat. Why? Because I will. As simply as that. And if I'm a part of that new audience that started playing gacha because of Wuthering Waves, I think that most of the people that did the same move as I did are going to try and play ZZZ at least for a while to try and have more of that combat, of that action based style on the daily. Why? Simply because the hologram bosses are amazing on Wuthering Waves. Don't get me wrong, but they're super limited content, and after you're over them, it's over. You're only getting another boss on another patch, maybe on after 2 patches. Who knows? And the Tower of Adversity, same thing. You beat it, you're done. So and don't get me wrong, I like the tower, I like the depth of Illusion Realm, the roguelike, and all of that. But that being said, I want more. And since I want more, I'm willing to open myself to new experiences. And because of that, I think that ZZZ will be able to fill that gap perfectly. I think most of the people don't see that because they think, oh, Wuthering Waves is harder, so why would I go and play the easier game? Simple, because you don't have another choice inside the genre. Which other action game inside of gacha games that has cool characters and a cool, flashy, stunning visual combat do you have to choose, huh? Any other one? No, you don't have any other one. You're gonna play what? Honkai Impact Third that is what 6 years old? Fuck that shit. Why are you not going to play the fresh new thing, the new kid of the block? I mean, sorry, Dr. Respect, no kids here. But you get what I mean? It's simple. You're gonna gravitate towards that game if you want more combat. Even if the combat isn't as hard, even if the combat isn't as challenging, you're still going to gravitate naturally towards it because you just want more of that combat inside the gacha genre that you already like. At least that's my point of view. I'm not a super gacha game guy. I just started on it. That I used to play a lot of fighting games, MMOs, action based combat, uh, like Devil May Cry, Souls like, but I was never into gacha. Wuwa put me into gacha because of the combat, and ZZZ is going to broaden my view, just like many other people will, and it's simple as that. I hope I made myself clear. So, into the next topic that I kind of already touched on it before, the fact that the game just simply doesn't take itself seriously. It allows to be funnier, to be more chill, to be kind of a slice of life anime. And to be honest, I enjoy slice of life animes a lot. I know there's a lot of people that just like the shonen, the epic battles. They don't like the dramas, they don't like the romances, they don't like the slice of lives, and that's okay. That's fine. You can go watch shonen, play your Wuba, your Genshin, your HSR. That's chill. That being said, that slice of life kind of manga, comics, webtoon, whatever, will attract a new audience and will make the game feel unique once again. Because, again, not everyone wants to be the savior of the world, be the protector of realms, kill the biggest, baddest monster. Sometimes people just want to play a cool story with cool characters and live day by day and feel like they're a part of something. And it's simple as that. And this game is gonna attack this niche perfectly because there's no other one trying to do it. So they are unique again into that aspect, and that is going to help them out a lot. So we talked mostly about the past and the present points. And now these points are more going forward. What do I mean by that? Points that aren't true now, but will probably be if the devs at least keep their promise, right? So take this one with a huge grain of salt, okay? The ones going forward, take it with a grain of salt. Don't believe in exactly what I'm saying, okay? Do your own research. If you truly believe in Hoyo or not, we all know that Hoyo loves to lie a lot to us, so take it with a grain of salt. So the first one, and it's the most obvious when we're talking gameplay wise, is the removal of the divvies. We all know that the TVs is the worst part of the game. That's obvious because everyone likes. Uh, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people like the slice of life, chill comedic story. Okay, and a lot of people like the flashy combat with a lot of skills and colors and swaps and all of, and parries and all of that. Okay, but the TV is the thing that is in between, is the glue of the game that connects the story and the gameplay together, and that has to go. They have to remove it. They did said on the dev live stream that they are going to remove it. I know I watched a bunch of influencers and streamers and CCs and whatever, and 99% of their HDMI ADHD having ass didn't pay enough attention to notice that they said that. And I get it, that's fine. It's their issue that they didn't communicate it clearly enough. Don't get me wrong. That being said, they did said on the 1.0 live stream that they are going to remove it on the future, that they possibly will remove it on the future, and if they do, there's going to be a huge boost into the game because the game needs to be truly focused on story combat, story combat, story combat, story combat. The puzzles are cool or chill, yeah, sure, but I don't want to be 50-50 with the combat. If there's like 5 to 10% of it puzzles and the rest is open world exploration. I mean, it doesn't even have to be open world. If it's instance based exploration, kind of like HSR, I'm already super happy. It's good enough to me, to be honest. Because what I truly want is to mash the fucking keys, do some crazy combos, have some characters that have truly special mechanics. When we're going to talk about this later, and that's what the game has to propose and has to present to us. Okay, so they need to get rid of this TV as soon as possible, and hopefully they do fulfill their words on it. Okay, after that, they also said in the 1.0 live stream that they were thinking of adding higher level stages. What do I think that's it? Probably harder mobs, harder bosses, hopefully more mechanically challenged boss. Why do I say that? Because most of the bosses on the CBT 2 and 3 felt kind of underwhelming, except for the last boss in the story, that the huge aboba ethereal creature that flew and was gigantic. Everyone saw it on the 1.0 live stream, I'm sure. So they need to have things at least on that level and getting harder and more complex and more mechanically interesting and challenging. Right? I think that's pretty obvious why everyone loves a bit of challenge. I understand that the story has to be easy so everyone can progress on it on an equal footing, and that's for me. It's fine. That being said, Shield Defense, Hollow Zero, that new hunt thing that was shown, but we don't know what it is. Those type of endgame contents have to get hard, progressively harder and harder. And I'm not talking a bullet sponge way. I want more mechanics. I want cool challenges. It doesn't have to necessarily be as hard as Difficult 6, Hologram on Wuthering Waves. I'm not asking for that because I know Hoyo won't deliver us that. But if you can deliver us like a Difficult 3 or 4 at least, I'm already super duper happy, to be honest with you. Because that's already challenging enough for most of the player base, let's be honest. Not everyone wants to sweat and to try and learn everything like I do and like most content creators do. Most of the people just want to chill and play their game, so a bit of challenge is enough for them. So again, it's the end game, the top of the end game being something kind of like difficulty for Memphis, Eggs, Monkey, or whatever. It's already good enough for me, to be honest. So hopefully they do drive the game into that direction, as again they said that they think about doing on the 1.0 live stream, and hopefully they do follow that path. Okay, so other thing that I wanted to talk were the newer characters. For example, I don't know if you guys watched, but Zuyuan, her character is complex. I mean, for the scope that ZZZ is aiming for, the character is complex enough. The character has a bunch of moves. Every attack, basically, she does some acrobatic stuff. She does like a backflip, a dodge, all mixed inside their normal auto attack rotation, which I think is visually super enticing. I think everyone likes to see that. Not only that, but she has a cool mechanic that she stores some special bullets that shoot kind of like a shotgun way, and those are the only ones that do afflict ether damage and therefore do ether anomaly. And I think that's super interesting because she's a physical but an ether character as well. And I want to see more characters like that. And hopefully in the future they do. Because I know that Alan is the first character for a reason. Why? Because Alan is easy, Alan is simple, Alan is brainless. Just like Gian was in Wuthering Waves. Let's not lie here, okay? Let's be fair. Gian was the first character for a reason. Because he was the most brainless character in the whole game. And don't get me wrong, I have Gian. I even pulled for his weapon, and I'm free to play. Okay, so I spent a lot of resources to get him because I knew the ship was gonna be broken and brainless and easy, and that's the same reason why Alan is the first character. But after that, when you see Zui 1 gameplay, you understand that the direction that they're aiming towards is complex characters with truly unique mechanics. Another example of that, a character that didn't see a lot of attention in CBT 2 and 3 because she didn't have a lot of team building for her was Soldier 11. She has a super cool mechanic in which if you do normal basic attacks with her, she does physical damage. But if you time the button press with the moment of the impact of the hit, instead of dealing physical damage, all of her attacks start dealing fire damage. And that's super cool because that incentivizes you to not just be brainless, blah 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 blah. You're gonna want to do more to excel on that character, and that's why I'm super excited if I manage to get her to play her as well. Because now we have enough fire characters to be able to support her. We have a fire supporter, we have a fire tank, we have a fire stunner. So we do have enough characters for her to be viable. And of course, there's the anomaly disturbance distortion build that, in my opinion, is going to be the best. But that's another topic. I've already talked on my Grace video if you guys want to check it out. So they do seem like they're trying to slowly bring us towards more complex and unique characters with truly interesting mechanics that are going to change the gameplay just by the character itself. So that's lovely, in my opinion. And again, the game isn't complex and challenging enough on the creatures on the mob sites. They are still bullet sponges. They are still just tanky units that stay still accumulating days until you go and get the big damage window to kill them super fast. That being said, I do have enough of hope, and pay attention to the word hope. So it isn't sure, it's a hope that the game will drift towards a little bit more of a hardcore fan base than Hoyo games usually are. Again, they don't need it to. Why? Because they already have such enormous audience, especially on the casual side, that if they want to stay on the casual side and be the casual wooa, they already have plenty of players for that. Because let's be honest, Genshin. Now people just play for the patches because the game is already old enough that most people have a lot of shit already. HSR, y'all just open the game for 5 minutes and press the auto button game. Let's be honest, except when there's the simulated universe, the Avengers universe that you guys truly have to think if you're free to play. Besides that, you're just doing auto. So that's no effort. Let's be honest. You could just put it on your phone on your side while you're playing another game like Genshin ZZ or So will still be successful if they try to aim for casuals or hardcore players. They just have to keep polishing the game. And the only thing that I know both casual and hardcore players agree is to please just remove the fucking TVs as soon as possible. Please remove the shit. No one wants to do that. I mean, it's fun for a while, will be fun for maybe a weekly challenge, but it's it. I don't want to do that every fucking time. I want to explore, I want to have fun, go look for chests and shit like that. That's a lot more fun than doing a fucking puzzle, 2DS, shitty ass puzzle, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys understood my train of thought on my POV. Because in my humble opinion, I think that I have a different POV from most of the people. Because I'm simply a newer player that didn't experience Genshin, didn't experience HSR, didn't have all my time wasted on that shit. I'm here for the combat and combat mostly, even if it's super hard or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my Twitch. I'll be playing ZZZ on launch for fucking sure we're doing at least 24-hour stream, maybe even on 48 hours. Let's see. It all depends on the grind and how many times I'll have to reroll to get Ellen earlier so I can have currency to also pull for Z1. But yeah, so basically, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.